ahead and inked in the drawing, and I've erased all of the pencil marks and taken that all off. And so now we're ready for the fun part for watercolor. Here's one thing to remember in watercolor. You can't start with something dark and put something light over top of it because they're transparent. So you always have to start with the light areas first. So keeping that in mind, you're gonna always have your reference image handy, and you're gonna start by laying in some of the bigger areas of color. So if you squint your eyes, you can see there's green and yellow, mainly yellow here with some red, mainly yellow here, like an orange here. So you're looking for those bigger blocks of color, and you're going to lay down a lighter wash of them. So I'm going to go ahead and use a number 6 round brush because for this size piece I can do a lot of work with that. Once again, I'm going to mist all of my watercolors to get the pigment activated in them, like so. Get my brush nice and wet. And now I'm going to look and start with those yellow areas. And it doesn't have to be the exact color, but basically you're starting with a light wash that is somewhere in that color scheme. So I'm just going to go and lay in this basic color. And I like to use wet on wet with this for certain things. For this, because you can see that the color kind of bleeds in and out, you can use the wet on wet technique. So I'm going to go in and add a little bit of that green now. Right in here, just drop that in a little bit. And along the side. Now I'm going to go in and lay some orange in. Always start lighter. You can build up darker later. You can see you get that nice bloom with the paint. I'm even going to go a little darker with my orange. Now I'm going to leave that area alone, let that dry. We'll come back there, and I'm going to add my yellow wash here as well. Like I said, you can always go darker later, but you want to start out light. The other thing to remember with watercolors is when they dry, they're going to dry lighter than they are wet. And then for this one up here, I'm going to start a little darker because my base color is a little darker.